Now, listen. What do you understand by errors? Basically, errors are the mistakes which is to be done by the programmer while writing the program. Is that clear? So once again listen, errors are the mistakes which is to be done by the programmer while writing the program. Is that clear? Any doubt? Now, what are the types of errors? Is that clear? Listen, there are basically 3 types of error which is in your syllabus. Okay, number 1, the syntax error. Unlike any language, each and every language has its rule to write the sentence or to speak the sentence. Is that clear? Every language has some rules to write the sentence or to speak the sentence. Is that clear? These rules are known as the grammar of the language. Am I right? Am I right? The language which we are using to speak, and that particular language has some rules. What we call those rules? Grammar of the language. Okay, and if I have made any mistake while writing English language or speaking in English language, then what you will say that these sentences are grammatically wrong. Is that clear? In the same manner, the language which are used in computer programming has some rules, and these rules are known as syntax. Okay, if user do not follow the syntax, then such type of mistakes are known as syntactical error or syntax error. For example, in Java, each and every statement should be terminated by semicolon. You know this? In Java, each and every statement should be terminated by semicolon. Got it? So this is the rule. This is the syntax of writing the sentence or writing the statement in Java. And someone has skipped the semicolon, then it will generate an error. Got it? So, what we call this error? This error is known as syntax error. Okay? While we don't follow the syntax, while we don't follow the rules of the language, and at that time, the errors generated by the compilers are known as syntax error. Understood? Any confusion? Any doubt? Okay, you can write the example of syntax error like int x is equals to 5. We have not put the semicolon over here. Okay. Now, one more example. We have applied a loop for int I is equals to 1. Here also we have to put the semicolon, but in place of semicolon we have put comma. I is less than or equal to 10, comma, I plus plus. So another example of syntax error. We have not followed the rules. Is that clear? So this is an example of syntax error. Got it? Any confusion? No. The next error is known as semantic error. Should I rub this? Okay. Have you written? Harshit. Now, second one is semantic error. What are the semantic errors? The semantic errors are those errors which look like syntactically correct. Understood? Which look like syntactically correct, but still they are having mistakes. Still they are having errors or mistakes. Still they have not followed the rules. So such type of errors are known as semantic error. Systematic error कुछ नहीं होता. अगर systematic हो जाए तो फिर error आएगा. Okay, this is semantic error. Any problem in writing? Oh, sorry, in spelling. What is the spelling? Listen, an example of semantic error. Semantic error, like we have declared three variable integer x is equals to 5, y is equals to 10 and z. Is there any error in this statement? Is there any error in this statement? No. When we declare multiple variables in single line, then we can put the comma. No problem. Okay. So in this statement there is not any error. Now listen. X plus y is equals to z. Is there any error in this statement? Say yes or no. Question mark. Don't know. Am I right? Question mark. Don't know. Listen. It looks like syntactically correct. Because as the rule, each and every statement should be terminated by semicolon. We have put the semicolon. But still it is wrong. Still it is incorrect. Why it is incorrect? Because when we assign the value, then the value which we want to assign, that will be at right hand side of the equal to sign. And the variable in which we want to assign the value, that variable should be at left hand side of the equal to sign. So we have changed the placing. Okay, otherwise it is correct. So this type of errors are known as semantic. What I have told you, the definition of semantic error, the errors which look like syntactically correct. Which look like syntactically correct. So here you can see, we can say that this is syntactically correct. But what the rule is, the value which is to be assigned, that should be at a right hand side of equal to sign. And the variable in which we want to assign the value, that should be at left hand side of the equal to sign. So the correct form of this statement should be z is equals to x plus y. Okay, now it is correct. So here we can say this is semantically wrong, semantically incorrect. Previous one we can say that was syntactically wrong. Got it? Syntax and semantic. Understood the difference? Now one point I would like to tell you over here, that both syntax error and semantic errors, both are known as compile time error. Both are known as compile time error. Either it is syntax error or it is semantic error. Why they are called as compile time error? Because both the errors can be caught when we compile the program. जैसे ही हम प्रोग्राम को कंपाइल करते हैं तो हम सिंटेक्स एरर्स एंड सीमेंटिक एरर्स दोनों एरर्स को फाइंड कर सकते हैं. इज दैट क्लियर? ओके, नाउ what I am telling you, that the errors which can be caught at the time of compilation, those errors are known as compile time error. So the syntax error and semantic error, both errors can be caught at the time of compilation. At the time of compilation means जब हम प्रोग्राम को कंपाइल करते हैं उसी समय हमें ये पता चल जाता है कि यहाँ एरर्स हैं. आपने देखा होगा, है ना, एरर शो कर देता है प्रोग्राम, सिंटैक्स एरर. इज दैट क्लियर? सो these errors are known as compile time error. And one more thing, that while there is any compile time error, while there is any syntax or semantic error in the program, our program will not going to be executed. सिंटेक्स एरर और सीमेंटिक एरर के केस में हमारा प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूट नहीं हो पाता. कब तक? जब तक एरर को करेक्ट ना कर दिया जाए. इज दैट क्लियर? नाउ आफ्टर दिस सीमेंटिक एरर एंड सिंटेक्स एरर, द थर्ड टाइप ऑफ एरर कम्स, दैट इज नोन एज लॉजिकल एरर. वेरी नाइस. The third one is logical error. This is the error which is due to which our program will execute. हमारा प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूट होता है. अगर हमारे प्रोग्राम में कोई लॉजिकल एरर है तो हमारा प्रोग्राम रुकेगा नहीं, प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूट होगा, बट इट प्रोड्यूस the result which is undesirable, unwanted. Understood the concept of unwanted? What do you mean by unwanted? The result which we do not expect. Is that clear? The result which we do not expect. For example, we have made a program to add two numbers. Okay? We have made a program to add two numbers. We have given one number 10 and another number 5. What will be the result? 15. Very nice. But our program is producing the result as 50. So that this type of error is known as logical error. Because we have made the mistake in logic. Syntax is correct, that's why our program will execute. Okay, but logic, the operations which is to be performed by the program, that has not been given, except those operations, some other operations, some other statements has been given. So such type of errors are known as logical errors. In the case of logical error, our program will execute, but it will produce unwanted result, unexpected result. Is that clear? Any doubt? Now, one thing I would like to tell you, that the logical errors are also known as runtime error. Which error? Runtime error. As the syntax error and semantic errors are known as compile time error, in the same manner the logical error are also known as Now that's all for this chapter. Now if you are having any doubt, you can ask. Still, if you are